Yeah.
Okay, we're just starting recording. We're so grateful to be here. Yeah, Jess and I just decided that we wanted to kind of do this so we can all just chat and keep touch with base with each other. Jess, do you want to talk about kind of why you wanted this?
I just know for myself, I need accountability. I need to have someone that's like, hey, how did you do on that goal you set? And so I figured this would be a great option way for us to do that with each other. So if we can just maybe we can share what our goals are or what we've been working on. We can also share our accomplishments or even like our woohoo moments because we all have down days and it's really good for us to celebrate the positive days. So that's my reasoning for this. And I just want everyone to know that you are fully supported by me and Jenny and whoever your leader is, that's kind of my reasoning for this. So thanks, Jenny, for starting it.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I am on Jessica's front line. I got started the month after she got started. She had me come to a class and we got on board as well. And the other one on the call currently is our other sister-in-law, Kenna, who's in Texas. And so we're so thankful she stayed up late to be here with us. And she is under me and working. And the three of us are at Elite. The three of us have been at Elite since November 2015. So I am currently pushing really hard to hit Premier. My plan is to hopefully be Premier no later than May. I'm giving myself May.
Awesome.
I got close last month, and I thought with the BOGOs I might have been able to do it, but I was still about $1,000 short. So it will happen. And so that's my goal. I'm trying to enroll a few more and get at least 2 of my leaders to hit executive so I can hit Premier. And then maybe by convention, I can be silver is what I'm pushing for. So that is my plan, and just wanted to introduce myself as that. The other thing I just wanted to talk about tonight was kind of how we limit our own self when we stay within our comfort zone. I feel like we grow the most in the uncomfortable. When we just continue to do the same thing over and over and we feel safe, then we're going to plateau and not reach our highest potential. Jess, do you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, I think even if you're working a little bit, because I know for me this last year, in 2016, I took huge breaks where I followed up with people that I had enrolled already, and I was working with those people. But as far as getting new enrollments, I wasn't doing anything to build those new enrollments and those new relationships. And it's because I was afraid to talk to people, and I, kind of got within myself oh, people don't want to hear what I have to say, or I'm out of my warm market or whatever. But then when I kind of just reached out to random people that I didn't even know, they were my children's friends' parents that I happened to get a phone number from a birthday party invitation. I had their RSVP number. They just randomly reached out to them and invited them and was able to do one-on-one classes with them. And I think my success rate for enrollment that month was 80% or something out of all my enrollments, which was awesome. And
because you did 6 or 7, right? It wasn't that it was 2 and you booked 1.
Yeah, I had a class that had 3 people and I had 2 one-on-ones. My one-on-ones were both enrolled with 225 PV kits. And then my class, I got 1 enrollment from that class, I think. So my class wasn't as successful my one-on-one was. But my whole point is that I totally stepped outside of my comfort zone and asked these people that I literally had never even spoken to more than 5 or 10 words in passing. And so it's when you really kind of work up the courage to just do it, you never know what's going to happen because you never know when it's the right time for somebody. And they may have been sampled in the past. I have several people on my team that were sampled by other people over the last several years or whatever at various different times that I just happened to connect with them at the right time. And now they are on my team. So if you don't talk to somebody, then somebody else is going to get them. So keep talking to people.
Yeah, Jess and I did this pre-elite training. She did it to me, and she mentored me through that. And one of the biggest things that stood out to me from that training was that there is no lost opportunities. Someone will take yours if you miss it. And that's so true. Like, if we're not willing to talk to these people, eventually they'll hear it from somebody else. And, you know, we went to a corporate event a couple weeks ago, and this lady said that she was knocking on doors and she stopped one or a few doors shy of this lady that she has been acquaintance with. And that lady ended up enrolling later, and she was so bummed that she just didn't go 3 more doors, because she's like a great leader now that could have been on her team instead of, you know, just someone else's. Yeah. Yeah. So as also part of that training was a belief system. Like, it was terrible. I had to like stare at myself in the mirror and say these crazy things to myself. To me, it was crazy. And the biggest thing was I really do stop myself from achieving what is out there for me. The Lord really just wants us to have it all open for us, as long as we're willing to do the work. And when we allow ourselves to believe these crazy thoughts that, oh, we can't do it, or we don't know enough, or we're not smart enough, or, you know, what if they think I'm crazy? What if they think I'm that crazy oil lady, which I totally am. Like, I never thought I would be so holistic and natural. Like, that's not how I grew up. That's not ever was in my range, but I just love it. I love the oils. I love the way I feel. I love the way my house smells. I love the way my kids react when we have the oils going. And so a lot of times I do think like, oh, what are they going to think of me? And then I just have to remind myself, like, what's the worst they're going to say? Like, no. And then be like, okay, you know.
That lady stinks.
Yeah. Maybe. You might think I stink. But, yeah, so like, that's just, you know, the biggest thing that I want is that if we can just, like, in my head, I say, what would Jessica say to me? I really say that. Like, what would Jessica tell me to do right now? As I'm sitting at gymnastics, chatting with these ladies, watching Kayla do gymnastics, and her granddaughter kept coming in, coughing and coughing and coughing. And finally I was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Like, would you like to try some of this? And I had just rubbed it on Kayla, so she didn't take any, but she was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, I'd like to hear more. And so next week I'm going to get to go and talk to her about more. And, you know, this has been 3 months where I told Jessica, oh, these are great people I need to talk to. Like, and I just never did it. And then finally this last week I was like, what would Jessica say? And so I just opened my mouth and did it. So like, think of like, what would Jenny tell me right now? What would Jenny, like, every time you think I'm not good enough, like, give me a call. I will tell you how wonderful you are. I will tell you how amazing you can be, because I truly believe you can. And I'm trying to say that to myself as well. So we're all trying to work on this together.
Totally.
And for those of you who don't know, Jessica is in Utah this weekend. I'm so excited. She got invited to our team's VIP weekend. She, one of 60, is that what you said?
Yeah, there's probably about 60 people here with us. We fit in a little conference room here at the hotel.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Tomorrow, do you want to tell everybody what you get to do tomorrow?
Yeah, so first I want to go back to what you were talking about, the affirmation or the personal beliefs and stuff, because tonight was our first meet and greet for my training. And so Rhonda Ford and Gina Truman, who is our upline, this is what they've been talking about tonight with us, and they sent us all this homework that we have to do to figure out what our limiting beliefs are, and we need to figure out what our affirmations are that we should say to ourselves on a daily basis. And she quoted a lot. She gave us a lot of different quotes, and one of them that she said was, our only limitations are those that we set up in our own mind, which is so true. If we tell ourselves that we can't do it, we're not going to do it. The same thing. I mean, it goes with everything, with dieting, with exercising, with learning, with reading, all these things. If you tell yourself, I can't ride that bike, like, you're eventually, you're not going to be able to do it. Just like with kids, everything. So, and it was perfect because this is what holds me back. And so when I was asked her to introduce myself, they actually had the PowerPoint was up on the screen, and it showed this picture of broken chains, like someone breaking a chain. And it said, what did it say? It said, break through your limiting beliefs or whatever, like break through them. And so when she had asked, we all had to tell why we were there, why we were here at the training. And I said, that picture right there is why I'm here, because I have so many limiting beliefs that I need to just break through them to get ahead. So I was super excited. And the only way that we can break through those is to actually acknowledge them. So we are writing down, John's helping me here. We have our list. We have to write 25 limiting beliefs. 25.
Oh my gosh.
25 limiting beliefs. These are all my limiting beliefs. Right here in my notepad, okay? And now I have to pinpoint which ones are my top and how I'm going to fix them. So the only way we can get past this is by working on it. What? Yes, we have to disprove them is what we have to do.
I'm sure if you read me your list right now, I could prove like 22 of your 25. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. But anyway, so that's super cool. So that's one thing. I know they talked about also we can only get as far as our personal development grows. So reading all the time, always have a book that you're reading to improve yourself. And as you improve yourself, then others will be attracted to you, and that's where you'll find builders. They'll come to you. You won't have to go find them. That's what I'm working on, having my builders want to work with me. But so going on to my weekend, tomorrow we have a jam-packed day here. We'll be going to doTERRA headquarters. I'm excited. Our day starts at 9, and we are at headquarters all day till 9 p.m. So 9 to 9 is my full packed schedule, and I hope to be able to report some good stuff tomorrow, maybe some secrets. I heard convention tickets are going on sale soon. And the new convention theme is you. Have you guys seen the video?
No.
Okay, I'm going to post it. There's so our theme for convention is you. Like last year was one, so this year is you. So that should be really cool. It should go into a lot of this stuff at convention. So, and then Saturday is more training. I don't know what Saturday's in store, but maybe tomorrow. So that's my report.
Okay, when you come back, well, we can't wait for all the updates, and then
I'll just hit record on my phone, like live stream my whole weekend.
Totally. Okay, so that was kind of like just what we wanted to touch base with. Did you have anything else, Jess?
Nope.
Hopefully you guys can find this recording helpful, and then you guys can post if you have questions or comments, and then or ideas or things you want to talk about on our next call. We can do that. We're going to meet in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And if you have any ideas too for the Facebook classes, I'm working on another one. It's in my brain. And I don't have a date for that yet. So if you have ideas, or if you have anything you want to learn or hear from me or anybody, let me know. Kenna, do you have anything you want to say, report, thoughts, anything?
Well, let me toot Kenna's horn for a little bit. So she joined us.
Stop it.
She joined us in July after we joined. Jessica was December, right? Yeah. And then I was January. And then she came on in July because we were crazy and we made her do the oils and they worked. And she never wanted to do the business. She was like, nah. She was awesome at sharing. And she has like 30 friends that order on her account. And we're like, Kenna, you can make so much more money. And these people can earn points and earn free, like their stuff. And so finally she started, and she has had 2 sign up in a month. And we're so excited for her. So she does not like tooting her own horn, so I will do it for her.
Thank you.
We should get a horn. Toot, toot.
Yeah, totally. We need like a bell. Like every time someone does something good, we can ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording. Have a good night. Have a good week.
Bye, guys.